In this video, we're going to continue talking about CSS. And in the previous video, we used internal style sheet. So what we did was we created the style tag here, as you can see in this example, and we started writing out our code based on that. Now what I want to show you is in inline styles, which is similar to what we were doing before, but instead of putting it up here, you're basically going to add it to that line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click here, and I'm actually going to copy all of this code. I think you can, nope, I guess that doesn't work. All right, grab the H1 tag, right click, hit copy. We're going to go into Sublime Text into our project, and I'm going to add this at the bottom of the page. So we're going to comment this out. This is inline CSS. Okay. There you go. And so what we did was we did H1 style equals color blue, background color of yellow, border 1 pixel solid black. Hello world. Okay. So now let's right click and open this. And you can see right here, hello world, the width, the color, the border, the background color, and then the color of the text. Okay. So that's inline styling. But I'm going to persuade you, try to anyway, to not use this method or this method up here at a very minimum rate, if you can help it. The reason why is because what I told you before. You see how we have 121 lines of code? That was from just adding a little bit of code here. And the reason why you have so many lines here is because of all the spacing. But the spacing also makes it easier to read. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into the HTML folder here. We're going to right click. We're going to click new folder. We're going to type in CSS. We're going to hit enter to save it. And inside of here, and actually let's rename this lowercase CSS and then hit enter. Okay, and then if we go into the CSS folder, if we go into the CSS folder and right click and click new file, okay, and if we hit Control S, if we hit Control S and we type in main.css, okay, and we go back to test.html, and let's go to the top of the page, and there's main.css, and we type in body, okay, and we do the curly brace, so we do shift, left curly brace, return, and let's do color red, font family Roboto, yes, I said Roboto, and then let's do font size 2Ms and save that. Now let's right click in our test.html file, open it in the browser, and you're going to see that all the text has gotten bigger because what we did was we gave the body a property in our main.css of font family Roboto, color red, and the font size is 2Ms. So all of the tags are going to be red except for the ones that we did inline, and this is why I'm showing you this. Anything you did here in the internal CSS or the inline will overwrite the external, okay? So that's why you see hello world is bigger, but the properties have stayed the same because it was internal and inline. This was inline, and this was internal. Okay, this was internal. The purple background was internal, and I gave it a color of red, so it already had that property. But these two, because they were internal, overwrite external. So inline is first, internal is second, and external is third in terms of permissions. So the top would be inline, internal, external. Okay, so that's a great way to see that. The other thing too with the external is it's easier to troubleshoot because if you don't have it linked the CSS isn't going to show up. So you'll know right away what's going on. See right here, failed to load resources. So it's looking for test.css. So let's delete that from our file here, and I'm going to show you what it's going to do here in a second. Let's see here. Okay, so right here, let's go right up. We're going to click right here, left click and drag up to there, hit delete, and Control S, we'll right click, open in the browser, right click, inspect, and we're going to go to console, and now there's no errors. And that's a great thing because all the code is clean and it's running the way it's supposed to. So fantastic work on that. So in the next video, I'm going to teach you some more CSS. We're going to talk about pseudo selectors and a couple other things, and I will see you there.